You're watching K2 News on Digital.
Hello and good morning. Welcome to today's DigiCast. It's June 28th, Friday. I'm Sarah Bagby, joined by Savannah Welch.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
I'm so glad you're here today.
Me
It's so fun to
too.
have her. She knows a lot about what we're talking about today. We have a lot going on, actually. This is not what we're talking about, but I just need to let everyone know because we have all these new things that have evolved since, I don't know, 24 hours ago.
Yeah, especially this morning.
Yeah, really, there's a lot. So the man who was convicted of stabbing an off-duty Vancouver police officer, Julio Segura, he will spend 29 years behind bars. He was just sentenced yesterday afternoon. So we just got that in yesterday. We also have the debate last night. Did you watch that, Savannah?
You know, I did not watch it. I was asleep.
Right.
We have
Early
to wake up
morning.
very early. However, I did catch a lot of the highlights on social media. A lot of people are talking about this.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to. In fact, so much happened in that debate, and there's so much people are talking about on social media that we're not even really allowed to talk about it.
So we will not be talking
it's
about it.
It's also inappropriate. So
Yeah,
I'm assuming you will know, but we'll be keeping people in talk on the important things of the debate. And then, of course, we also have this upcoming huge holiday weekend with a lot of travel going on. And then what happens? Someone in a semi-truck, their truck damaged the Hood River Bridge, which is completely closed indefinitely right now. Did you know this?
I just learned this morning.
Yeah, it was just breaking news. And we just learned at 9 a.m. that it will remain closed. We were hoping to get it open today, but they did find some damage. So we'll be keeping you posted on that. I'm sure it will open again someday, or they'll have to build a new one. I don't know, bridges in this town. Bridges in the U.S. lately.
Yeah, they're not doing so great right now.
No. But we do have some really big breaking news. A 6-3 decision in favor of the Grants Pass camping ban. If you've been following this, justices from the Supreme Court sided with the city of Grants Pass, saying the banning people from sleeping on public property is not illegal under the U.S. Constitution.
Yeah, so K2, we're on your side. We've been closely following this case, and back in 2018, a lower court ruled these bans violate the Eighth Amendment in areas where there aren't enough shelter beds, calling it cruel and unusual punishment. That was the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over 9 western states, and that includes Oregon and Washington. This case came out of Oregon, but it will not impact the whole state or cities like Portland because of existing state law.
But of course, with a decision like this, when it's made anywhere in the country, it can set precedents for other cases or people to come forward or set action. So it'll be interesting to see what really happens over, with other cities around the nation. And of course, closer to home, we're dealing with our own camping ban in Portland. Very controversial. Basically, the city and Multnomah County, they are not seeing eye to eye on this as we prepare to enforce our own camping ban. Yeah,
the city wants to ban camping and sleeping on public streets. The county finds that to be unfair, and it continues to hand out free tents and tarps. K2 spoke with both Mayor Ted Wheeler and County Chair Jessica Vega Peterson. Here's what they both had to say.
We do have supplies on hand, that are sufficient, I think, for the needs that we have right now. We want to do the thing that's humane. We want to do the thing that's about saving lives.
Now when they don't comply, at least we have teeth. We have the threat of a fine, and we have the threat of jail time for people who just simply refuse to. Now when they don't comply, at least we have teeth. We have the threat of a fine, and we have the threat of jail time for people who just simply refuse to play by the rules that the rest of us are required to play by.
Now, this all comes as the county and the city of Portland continue their work on their homeless response action plan.
So that'll be interesting. We'll be following up on that. Probably on Monday we'll have more, and then a week later and a week later. So in other news, we have great news for downtown Portland. We've been just hearing from Portland officials that the iconic Elk Fountain is going to go back in its place.
Yes, I have actually never seen this. I've seen lots of video and heard about it from the 2020 protests. And
when did you move here?
2022.
Oh, that's why.
So it's just after,
And me having grown up in Portland, something that I used to see every day.
All the time,
yeah, when it came down, everyone who was like from Portland or who's lived here for a decade was very, very upset. So
I'm sure. It seems very iconic. I mean, it's a really unique statue, for sure.
Oops, sorry, I actually have some video of that statue. There we go. So the design plans were completed, and officials are now searching for a contractor. The construction will start in September. It's not set to be done, though, until summer.
Yeah, so the fountain was badly damaged, as we were talking about, during the protests in the summer of 2020. Officials say there aren't many changes to the fountain's updated design.
The Elk Fountain is returning to the exact same place, exact same location. It is a historic landmark. So everything about it will be exactly the same on top.
The only change with the design is that the fountain will be more stable for earthquakes and save the city tens of thousands of dollars a year in water costs.
Kind of curious about the water costs. It must just mean that they're saving on water, and maybe the original one they hadn't thought of that, so it was wasting water.
I actually didn't even know it was a fountain. I thought it was just a statue.
Oh, just a statue.
Yeah,
I think for a while it was. I think they turned the water off, so for years people would not even know it was a fountain.
Right. Well, and Oregon's drought situation isn't really that great, so it does make sense to conserve on water in that way.
Yeah,
So,
they'll probably have it on and off at different times, is my guess. But I cannot wait to see it. All right, so now we are getting into the weekend. It's going to be super warm out there. It's looking like 80 degrees or a little above every day for the next 7 days.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really, really sunny. And a lot of people are probably already heading out. I mean, we talked about it being the holiday weekend. Today's a big day for travel, so probably people are going to go hiking, maybe go on a road trip, head to PDX. That's where we were this morning covering travel, and it was busy. Yeah. So, and with construction, I mean, the new terminal opens in August, so it's the end phases of the construction at PDX. So it'll be exciting to see what it looks like
I'm so
once
glad
it's
you brought
officially
this
open.
up, because I forgot about the construction part. And also, you have been following some of this travel. Everyone's saying, oh, it's the busiest weekend holiday travel ever, and I'm thinking, more busy than holiday season? Can you explain what they're talking about?
Well, yeah, this year is supposed to be actually busier than one last year, and two pre-pandemic years also. So it's up considerably from last year. This year, June, July, and August will be busier than last year. But yeah, it's supposed to just be a really big week. And then actually, what's interesting is the busiest days have not even come yet. So you'd think like the days leading up to July 4th would be the busiest travel days, but actually, Port of Portland says it's July 11th, the 18th, and the 25th.
Oh, wow.
So all those days will be packed. So if you're heading to the airport or traveling on those days, definitely plan ahead, because there will be more people on the roads. That's what's expected, and potentially more people at the airports.
That is so helpful. Thank you, Savannah.
Yeah, I know. If I were traveling, I would keep this in mind. I'm not, but if I was.
Well, since you're not, one thing you could do is go to the Timbers game. It's tomorrow night.
See, we were talking about this earlier, and I have never been to a Timbers game.
Isn't that nuts?
So
She needs to go to Thorns games and Timbers games. I'm going to
to
take Savannah to a game. These are great. In fact, look at the price here. You can get a ticket for $36. You can also get one for $263 if you want to be right there at the half line there. But kickoff is at 7:30. They're playing Minnesota United. What's interesting about this game tomorrow is they lost to Minnesota last time they played them. But then when you look at the stats, they are supposed to win. The probability is it's a 50% chance that our Timbers are going to win, 24% chance that they'll tie, 26% chance that they'll lose. Very interesting. I do love Timbers games, so I might go.
That's
We'll
awesome.
see.
I need to go. Yeah.
I would love to bring you to one. So I encourage you to go. If you don't want to go with me, fine. I won't be offended. But
I would love to go. I'm definitely down to go with you, Sarah.
All right, cool.
We'll have to make it happen.
Well, we hope you all have a great weekend. Enjoy your holiday weekend and holiday week, maybe.
Yes,
We will be here on Monday, so we'll see you back here on Monday at 11. Have a great night and a good weekend.
This has been a K2 News Digicast. K2 News is on your side.